Finance from ABSA. Today, tomorrow, together. Go!
The Sun City 400 was round 6 of the 2006 ABSA Off-Road Championship, and the Pilanesberg Resort was abuzz with talk of who would win what, the route, and then there was the big debate. Would Nissan make it 5 successive victories in this year's campaign? For some it was a big old crapshoot, all or nothing, with time running out, gamble it all and go for broke. But the Sun City event isn't necessarily staged around the Lost City for its great looks. No sir, it's called the Lost City for a reason. The Northwest Bush is a great place to get lost in, and as things would turn out, wrong slotting during the 06 edition of this fine race made the difference between victory and defeat. This race also tests man and machine to their ultimate limits, and the 2 scheduled loops of 193 kilometers on a hot day would be a complete surprise as the organizers had changed the route substantially. For the Nissan team's Hannes Krobler, a slender 14-point lead at the top of the log meant very little.
Yeah, it's always nice to lead by a few points. I just don't think it's enough, you know. Anything can happen. There's still 3 events on, and yeah, we'll see if we can do a good event this time and we can gain a few points more. That'll help.
The 4 teams' Neil Woolridge knew that the pressure was on, but that's why they do this.
Yeah, you know, it's motorsport, the pressure's always on, but yeah, we're leading the SP class and we're lying second overall, so yeah, the pressure is on, but it's what we all like. We all like the pressure, so yeah, we're really looking forward to it. I think this race is going to be a hard race, as most of them are, but I think it's a little bit longer than normal, and you see the heat today, it's really, really hot, so I think it's going to be quite draining on the competitors, but yeah, we're really looking forward to it. The championship's the most important thing for us, as it is, I think, for most of the other guys. But I think in the SP class and the overall championship, unless something horribly goes wrong, it's pretty much a 2-horse race between ourselves and Nissan. So we have to keep the pressure on. Unfortunately, in Lesotho, we had a stupid little mistake with the car, which basically cost us the race. And a bit frustrating because Hannes then won, so it's dropped us behind. I think we're about 14 points behind in the overall championship. But there's still 3 events to go, so we're really pushing hard.
In the Toyota camp, there was optimism and readiness to repeat their fine performance in Lesotho.
Yeah, look, as Toyota, we've had quite a steep learning curve this year, but they've done a great job. They've worked tremendously hard to try and catch up. You know, going to Lesotho, we weren't as confident as we liked to have been, but coming out of it, it was great. I mean, the Buckley did exceptionally well. You know, we got a puncture in the last 20 Ks, and that's the reason we're finishing second. So otherwise, we would have won the event, which was an awesome result for us. You know, coming to this event again, we've got, you know, we made some headway again. Not overly confident, but I mean, I think in terms of what they've done again to the vehicle, it's going to be a really good race.
And as the Weichharts pointed out, Lesotho was not a memorable event.
Yeah, no, that was very bad for us. At 30 Ks from the end, the wheel bearing seized on the left front wheel, and that took us, you know, out of the race, and that was bad for us. But I mean, we're still lying second at the moment because other guys behind us also didn't finish. But Chris is quite far ahead, so we've got some catching up to do. So we just got to try and finish the last 3 races for the season.
Well, we're looking to chase the Ford E1. We're going to try and get there. He's a few points ahead of us. The only things that we have to finish second or finish the race and beat him to his sort of game there. And, you know, thanks to the sponsors, Bosel, for bringing us the opportunity of getting there, and to Toyota as well.
So the back lines have been drawn in the sand, literally in this case. At the top of the production car war, Krobler and Jordan's 3 wins in the Cape. The Toyota Desert Race and Lesotho gave them a small lead, but Woolridge and his navigator Kenny Schulthammer hadn't hoisted the white flag yet. In the Special Vehicle Championship battle, a consistent Alfie Cox was leading the bunch.
Yeah, there's an old saying that it's not over till the fat lady sings, and yeah, I think 17 or 19 points in the lead. I think the objective now is a cautious approach, and I just think that I've got to think about the championship. It would be fantastic to win the championship in a special after winning last year in the production vehicle, but it's not over yet. I mean, obviously Evan, my teammate, is a hard taskmaster, and you know, he wants to win as well, but there's no team orders. But I just think the package at the moment, the Goodyear Wranglers we're using, the Motorrad team, you can see a professional privateer team like Motorrad, all of our sponsors that have come together, the Bat car that I'm in, you know, I just think it's the package that's making this whole thing work. And 3 races to go. I'm going to take the cautious approach, take each race as it comes, and then obviously if I've got to do anything at Carnival City, but at the moment I'm going to just score points and not try to stick my neck out too much.
So, caution from Cox, but what was the rest of the field's feelings?
Yeah, we had a very good run in Lesotho. I think that the prospects are good. You know what was maybe good for us is that we're not necessarily chasing the championship, so there's no pressure on us to achieve as some of the front runners are. But I've done relatively well at Sun City over the years. This kind of terrain suits my driving style. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
The father and son combination, Jan and Hendrik Kraai, were leading Class B, and they were almost singing.
Yeah, good times are here again. No, we're leading Class B by about 8 or 10 points, and we just want to be consistent and come and enjoy the race like all the races. Main thing is to finish the race and enjoy it.
Veteran Richard Carolyn was in the co-driver's seat in the Kopanang Hotel Raceco in Class S.
Yes, I was unfortunately not able to join Dick in the roof, but I'm back now, and I'm going to navigate for him at Sun City. We're leading the Class S, so we're just going to have a nice steady race and work our way towards the championship win, hopefully. It's going to be hot and dry, but we'll do our best.
A large lead for Cox and Henny ter Steege, but a win is worth a whopping 25 points, and the chasers all had their eyes on a large haul of points. The three Motorrad teams dominant at the top.
Vehicle and asset finance from ABSA, going the extra mile to get you finance. Track to